Good morning to a glorious day 24. On site at 7 o'clock. It's now 7:30. Project manager's here, but no one else is here as yet. Rebar guys are meant to be at 6:30, but they're not, but I'm sure they'll catch up. Pest control guys en route, so hopefully he'll spray first and then the concrete second, and then it's a pour, so we're just waiting for the pour. That is the main thing. So pest control has arrived. So what pest control has to do is spray the ground just before pour. So they'll be spraying today all through here, all the way around, and then basically that kills anything that potentially could eat wood, destroy concrete, you name it. It obliterates everything before you actually pour down to the floor. Then the rebar guys have got to come in and finish off, because at the moment, because you can see that corner there's not done, that column there's not done. They need bigger steels. That's the reason why they're not done. So the bigger steel needs to be ordered in, being columns, and they need to be bigger. And I'm sure there'll be something that goes extra here as well, because they're going to be columns. These three here are going to be columns. So yeah, rebar guys have still got to finish off, but they need extra steel. But they're pretty quick. I mean, they knocked this up yesterday in a couple of hours. So yeah, pest control, rebar, concrete 10:30, 11 o'clock hopefully should start pouring away, which is the goal. That would be a bloody good goal achieved if we do. So other than that, I'll update you throughout the day. Your stuff will start turning up soon. Bear in mind it's 22 and still no one here but the insurance. Fingers crossed. Pest control on site, applying. Good old spray in there. And Mr. Rebar has just arrived. This is technically Bayesian 6:30. It's actually 8 o'clock. They got to do that all the way around. After they've done that, we've done the pour as well, and we do the slab, then this has all got to be done as well, the whole slab. This is Bayesian 6:30, is it?
You know.
Yeah, I know.
Good morning.
Good morning, mate. It is just morning still. Brilliant. Still, my mum always said it's the thought that counts. He did ask, could I come in at 6:30 tomorrow? Of course you can. So he did think about it. So yeah, we've done that already. It takes 5 minutes. Good old spray. And that has to be done prior to the concrete going in. Obviously, if you do it too soon, then obviously you have to redo it again. So it's got to be done as close to the concrete being poured as possible. The next stage of the footings. So concrete man's arrived. Just trying to establish where to start. Rebar guys did actually start, unfortunately, late. One got here for 8 o'clock, one got here for 11 o'clock. Meant to be here at 6 o'clock. But anyway, they're pretty quick at what they do. So they're starting and they're cracking on. Concrete team are just sitting under the tree waiting to be told what to do. They're establishing where southwest is versus north. This particular site is quite confusing because everybody thinks that the beach is south, but it's not. It's actually more like east. So technically, if I spin you coming in from the main road itself, we're technically more west that way. That's more north, that's more east, which means the southern part of the property is technically here. But it really is, when you come down here, you lose your marbles about where you are. So southeast is sort of here somewhere. But anyway, they're actually trying to establish whereabouts they're going to start from. So it's probably going to land up being this column here, and then they're going to come around. But there is a little bit of a chat about, should we have actually done all of the footings, including the pool, and done the whole lot at the same time? That makes complete sense to me. But that's not what's going to happen. And also the slab itself, when you pour concrete separate from one another, concrete doesn't join, so you end up having things called cold joints, which cause us a few issues with water coming through. So how we actually join those gaps to ensure that we don't get water penetration is going to be something we really have to start talking about now. I also have another individual that's coming out today with a sort of a spray rubber tanking that goes on the outside just to try and stop any form of water coming through the walls. So anyway, we're obviously early stages of the pour. Fingers crossed these guys are going to carry on and finish off the rebar. Obviously no concrete can be poured until they finish, which is why they should have been here early. And then the concrete guys can start pouring, but the concrete truck is en route, so They need to get their asses in gear. We'll see how it goes. So the concrete's arrived. I think we're a bit premature for the work though to be done. These guys are still drastically wiring. We're going to be starting on that corner there, which is the southwest corner. So hopefully that end's already complete, I think. So yeah, these guys got to do the column. They're doing the columns here. That's what they're focusing on. Notice there's a column here. There's a column here. That's obviously going to have to be done before the concrete's poured. I was under the impression that was actually a column over there as well. So not done as yet, but maybe it's finished. Who knows? Rebar boys aren't panicking, so I assume that is not the case. So I suppose this is a celebratory moment. We're about to actually pour the first lot of concrete. The lorry's in place. They've had to box off that far end because the rebar guys haven't finished the column. Vibrator. The vibrator literally goes into the concrete and just enables the air bubbles or whatever else to come out. So I'm filming, getting phone calls. The vibrator really helps it move as well, see? It's full movement. I want it to stay where it is obviously, but we want it to run. See how it flows. Okay, so there's talk that a storm might be coming in. So sorry if you can't hear anything. I thought I'd give you an update before we finish today. Cement is now all done on the footings. Put this down so I can actually try and block it. Let me spin it around. So you can see that the actual concrete is now being poured in all of the footings themselves. I'm trying to block the and it's looking pretty dark over there as well, so at some stage that's going to come over. The guys are making more pallets for the smocks. We need to do some 2-inch and 2¼ inch, which they're doing as we speak, and then at some stage we'll remove the we call it shuttering, obviously I don't know what they call it here, sort of the actual shuttering wood around the actual outside of here, and start taking over to that side, because then tomorrow we're going to mark up and start actually laying the footings for the swimming pool and the rest of the areas. So that's the plan. Slab to be poured as well, which hopefully will start, and Thursday Raymond start blocking up. So the blocks, technically they're in an 8 shape, they slide over the rebar, and then concrete is poured down the actual blocks themselves to make a solid wall. This cement has actually had a large amount of waterproofing added to it as well. I don't know what the percentage is, but to try and protect the building basement from flooding, we've had that obviously added. So I would have thought it's actually gone off by now anyway. We'll start removing probably, so we won't do anything till tomorrow for now because I haven't been told to. But yeah, technically we're at footing stage, block work starting Thursday, tomorrow being Wednesday. We're going to obviously just make sure that we get the rest of the setting out done, the rest of the footings boxed up, so we can pour that as well, and then hopefully shortly after that pour we can actually then pour the foundation slab that will sit in here. That's the aim. Pest control first, membrane second, after membrane pouring of concrete. So that's the plan. Let's see how the actual storm goes tonight. Apparently we have a storm coming in, so fingers crossed it won't be too bad and it'll be dry by tomorrow morning. That's the aim. There won't be a great deal more done today, and we're at 4 o'clock now, and the guys are 3 of them doing a job for 1, so I'm sure they're padding the day out because there's not a great deal to do, which is a shame. But anyway, other than that, that's about it for the day, I would have thought. I'll finish off a little later on if there is.